Hello, ninth graders. Teacher Nefertari here, back for your homeschooling lesson for today. This is week 1, lesson 3. For today, scholars, we are focusing on a close read and analysis of our text. This is the week of April 14th through April 17th. Again, I remind you to always reread our directions. There are clues that will help you in your assignment and activities for that day. And we are going to give an overview of day 3's lessons. For day 3, always start by reviewing the essential question. Do we determine our own destinies? And also reviewing the guiding questions that help you along with the learning. Is our future predestined or based upon personal choice? And though Shakespeare's plays were written over 400 years ago, why do they continue to be so popular today? So, as I mentioned, we're engaging in an analysis of the text. You will have one analyze the text question, which asks you to answer whether or not Shakespeare's personal history was relevant to the skepticism that we saw later in the article revealed. Okay, as a reminder of your materials, you always need your learning packet, a pencil or a pen, and an electronic device as an option. Close reading allows us to delve deeper into the text that we read aloud yesterday for our first read. So, our target for today's lesson. I can analyze the text for unfamiliar words and use a close read guide to answer analysis questions about complex texts. As an additional material, this is optional. You may want to use any red or green highlighters or ink pens, markers you have around your home. As an overview of our learning today and a reminder of why we close read so that we can get a better understanding of our text. It allows us to revisit the notes and annotations that we made on our first read. And you remember yesterday we focused on biographical information about Shakespeare's life. A reminder of our close reading routine. 3 steps. We annotate, note-taking, underlining unfamiliar words, placing notes all in the margin so that we can make sense of the text as we're reading. We question, I wonder why the author chose that word. I love this. This helps me to answer the question that I saw for day 2 or 3. And we conclude. Today we're going to make conclusions that connect the early part of our biography to the later part of the text. As a reminder, you will use your note catcher. Your note catcher today outlines our 3 activities. We are annotating for word choice, and you have the option to watch a video, a very short video that shows us how to best annotate for word choice. Or those instructions have been outlined here and you don't even need to watch the video if that's not a possibility for you. No worries. You just use your green pen highlighter to underline or mark any words that give you a feeling, a sense of feeling, and use the red highlighter for any unfamiliar words that you don't know the meaning of. Let's try to single out at least 3 of the unfamiliar words and those that evoke a feeling. Now, let's quickly model what we should be reading and thinking about for today's text. I would like for you to start by going back to the section we looked at yesterday, Mysterious Origins. When you go to that section, it references how Shakespeare's personal history is pretty sketchy. In other words, there's not a lot of information about his life. As we know, they were able to gather that information through public records. I would like you to compare that information to this section of our text: controversy and literary legacy. When you go to that section around paragraph 16, you will note information like this. Scholars began to claim someone else had written them. Much of this doubt stems from the sketchy details of Shakespeare's life. So there is a connection there, and I'm sure in all this blank space on your page and in your packet, you can annotate why. So I'd like to also point out that this word doubt is important because this connects directly to this above grade level word that you might see here, skepticism. Skepticism only means doubt. Okay, scholars, as we continue on with this week, our question that we're answering: how is Shakespeare's mysterious personal history relevant to skepticism revealed later in the biography? Relevance only means important. So why is this important? And I'm sure you can come up with that on your own. So when you have your opportunity, use the space here to analyze the text, because we're close reading today and we're deeply analyzing the text to go one step further than what we looked at yesterday. You're doing, again, the annotate for word choice and the analysis of the text. Now we're finished. Let's get to a preview of our upcoming learning for Lesson 4. For Lesson 4, our target is now about delving into and analyzing the craft and the structure of Shakespeare's biography. We have a jumpstart question, we're going to make a connection, and then we will analyze the craft and structure. That only means we're looking at word choice, we're looking at deeper meanings, and we're looking at the author's purpose using some clues. I can't wait for tomorrow's lesson. If you need help, remember to email your teachers. That's more resourceful than any homework hotline. Email your teacher for support using the format first name, last name @DetroitK12.org. Thank you.